Is remote viewing real? It's the first question people ask, and it seems like a reasonable one, but it points in the wrong direction. Because when most people ask this, they're not really asking about reality. They're asking, should I believe this? Is it proven? Can I trust it? That turns perception into something you either accept or reject instead of something you can observe. When people say real, they usually mean consistent, measurable, repeatable. Those are valid questions, but they're applied incorrectly here. Remote viewing isn't a binary result. It's not just right or wrong. It's a process. And like any process involving perception, it includes signal, interpretation, and distortion. In remote viewing, you don't know the target. You don't have confirming information, and you work within structure. You're observing perception without narrative. What shows up are impressions, fragments, sensory signals, not conclusions, not certainty. So the question isn't, is this real? The question is, what is being perceived? And how clearly is it separated from interpretation? There are many scientific experiments. These show results above chance. People point to that as proof, but that's where confusion starts, because statistical results aren't clarity. Accuracy isn't understanding. Most errors don't come from lack of signal. They come from interpreting too quickly, filling in gaps, turning fragments into meaning. That's when people say, see, it's not real. But what actually happens is perception was overridden by interpretation. This is why structure matters. Without structure, intuition becomes narrative. Narrative becomes belief. With structure, perception slows. Interpretation is delayed. Distortion becomes visible. This is where calibration happens. If real means perfect accuracy, you'll always be disappointed. But if real means observable, testable, influenced by variables, then something else appears. Remote viewing becomes a way of studying perception under constraint. So the better question is, what changes when perception is structured? Because when it is, clarity increases, interpretation quiets, patterns become visible. Remote viewing isn't something to believe in. It's something to observe. And what you see depends on how clearly you're able to look.